Hello, good afternoon. Today we are in the Goyt Valley, which is just inside Derbyshire, and this is overlooking Irwood Reservoir and its sailing club. And I'm going to do a walk which really sort of got me into the whole idea of maybe being able to finally climb peaks in Wales. It's a terrific one. We're going to end up at somewhere called Shining Tor, which is the second highest point in Cheshire, but I hope you enjoy it. Right, we're just at the northwestern end of the valley, and as you can see, there's a car park. It's free. Make sure you get here early, that's all I can say. It does get busy. Right, after about 200 yards, you just come to this corner, and we're going to take a right down this bridleway for about a mile or so. 100 yards in, and again, and in my worst Albert Finney accent, welcome to Scotland. That was from Skyfall. Sorry. Right, after about 2.3k, gentle sort of 40 minutes or so, it's all pretty level, this bridleway. We come to this gate and basically we go through a farmyard. We sort of do an S shape and carry on. I'd just like to also point out, I hope you can see this, but just in the distance between the trees, there's Kinder Scout and the start of the Pennines proper. Wow. Just down there is Fernley. That's the other Lowet Reservoir, which was built in 1938. But it's quite big on its own, and as I say, you can actually walk around them. But we'll be heading on in this direction. Right, after just over 3k, you come to this small farm, and you can either go right, just down there, or I'll often just go straight on through the gate here. Point is, they end up at exactly the same spot in about 10 minutes. Absolutely lovely, eh? This is the first time we're going to go down. Basically, we're going to go down right in front of us and then up towards the farmhouse in the middle. Bit of a slog, but well worth it, as you'll see. Right, so after about 300-400 yards, you come to this gate, and basically now we're looking at going straight down here. Right, so we've just crossed down from literally straight in the middle of the picture. So it's always about a 10 minutes walk, and as you can see, there's a lovely little stream in the middle. But we come up to this farmhouse here, and we basically just take a left. We keep on the bridleway. Right, we're an hour in, and about 3.5k. Basically, you come to this dogleg here, and we're going to follow this road for about 500 metres or so, just to the right of that farmhouse. There's a lovely bench as well just by the farm, which I absolutely adore, because if you just look round and check out the view. Right, straight ahead in the middle of that shot, basically, the highest point, that's where we're heading. Looks quite a long way away at the moment, doesn't it? But as I say, we're going to get some terrific views across the ridge before we get there. Right, we've just come up from the bridleway in front of us, come through the gate, and there's a massive bull over there. And basically, there's a path just marked here, which we're going to climb to the top of the ridge. It's the worst bit because it's the most that we actually climb. But have a look at this boy. He's big. Right, so here we are. One of my favourite bits of the walk, because I know ultimately, really, I'm not going to have to do anything like that again in terms of climbing. So what we're going to do basically is head down there and follow the wall in the middle of the picture down into the forest and over to what we call Winggather Rocks. But that was about 200 feet in about 10 minutes, and it feels like it. So just whilst we're here, the first chance for a 360. So the forest we're just going to walk through is just below us. Winggather Rocks, straight in the middle, top of picture. That's over towards Lime Park and the Bowstones. Coming around here now. So you're looking over towards Bleatlow, Black Hill, Home Moss, etc. Kinder Scout is in the middle of that picture there. And just turning around here over towards the peaks in Buxton. And just coming right round again to where we started. Wow. So we got up to about 390 metres there, but as I say, we're just coming to the woods now. As you can see, it's a really clear and well marked out path, and again, just look at the light at the moment. Right, an hour and a half in, we're at the 400 metres in height. Just looking around here now, we're at Winggather Rocks. They're a natural phenomenon. This used to be the end of a very big river that then basically sort of spilled out into the Cheshire Plain. And in fact, I've got a video from Hilborough Island, which is about 50 miles away, and you can see formations exactly the same, but very popular with climbers. You can also see for the first time where we're going, which is straight ahead in the top middle of the picture. Right, at the southern end of Winggather Rocks, you've got a choice. You can either basically go along the ridge, which is sort of to the left of the road. I actually prefer the road for the reason being that there's a heck of a lot of wildlife in the fields to the right. I've already seen about 3 curlew in about the last minute. Now, as I said, a lot of the wildlife tends to be on the right hand side. There tends to be a lot of nesting going on at the moment. So particularly curlew, and you will get black grouse, where hopefully we might pick one of those up a bit later. Right, we've just come basically to the junction with the top end of the street. So the Gully Valley, so to speak, starts there straight ahead in the middle, and then there is a viewing point called Pim's Chair just back there. But basically we're going up that right in the middle of the picture and over the top towards the horizon. Right, after 200 metres or so, you come to this point here where basically you've got a choice. You can either take a right and go up Shining Tor, which is about another 5 kilometres, or you can basically go straight on down the street, which will add on about another 1.5 kilometres. So it's up to you, the choice at this point, but we're going to go right. Right, after about 1 kilometre, all of a sudden these flags appear, and basically they will take you all the way to Shining Tor, which is right in the middle, centre top of the picture now. Just to the right, there is Shillings Low. Right, just looking around from the summit of Cat's Tor, so basically we will have about another 1.5 kilometres to go to Shining Tor. So basically there's a small descent, then there's a small ascent to the summit, so can't wait, it looks terrific over there. Right, we're about 8.5 k in, just over 3 hours done, and we're just about to take the final ascent to Shining Tor. It's about 150 feet and around about a 15-minute walk from here. Right, 4 hours in, 1.5 kilometres, and this is the top of Shining Tor. It's amazing, 559 metres, and basically we just look to the left, right out over the Cheshire Plain there. Looks terrific. Right, just looking round the other way, we're overlooking Derbyshire, and just panning around here, in the middle is the legendary Cat and Fiddle pub. Just to the right there is Shutlinslow, so we did that. And then the first one we did, there's sort of a TV tower in the middle of the picture there, and that's the cloud. So you can see we've gone 1, 2, now here 3. Right, it's about an hour down from here, but basically we are going to go straight on down here and take the large clough to the left. I'll point that out when we get there. Right, straight ahead basically we'll get to a gate where we take a left and basically we walk along the top of that ridge line. It's down by something called Shooter's Clough, which is on the left, but basically it's all downhill. It's absolutely lovely coming down Shooter's Clough. Wow, that's a black rose. Right, now you do come to a set of gates and you've got a choice. You can either go left and zigzag down into Shooter's Clough, or, as I say, the main path is just about 45 degrees to the right. It's right in the middle there, and that's the one we're going to follow today. Right, we've walked for about 15 minutes down. Basically, we come to this sort of crossroads and we want Irwood car park, so we're going straight ahead. Right, finally we're at the road and there's a reservoir. We're going to take a left. Now, we've dropped about 1,000 feet and done about 3 kilometres from the summit, so it's a terrific descent, but the views were amazing. Wow, right in the back of that shot you can actually see right in the middle where we've come from. It's like it's a different world. Right, back of the car park, that took about 20 minutes, so in total 13.5 kilometres, and it was 500 metres of ascent, which is quite a lot. So, what, 1,500 feet? So it's been amazing. So thanks very much for coming with me. I make these films really because I just love getting out in the fresh air, but also I'm very aware that a lot of people can't, and that's sort of the reason why I started making them. And also, to be honest, in the last 2-3 years, I've had a bit of trouble from a couple of injuries I picked up from car crashes. So I've just got to be honest and just say I'm grateful every time I can get out. And I'm really grateful that you've come with me to Shining Tor, and I hope that we can do another one soon. Bye bye.